Welcome to DayBreak's very first Nature Break, where we get outside and immerse ourselves in Cayman's natural beauty.
It's so crazy because I actually have lived here my whole life and I've never been here. I didn't even know about it.
Today, I'm heading out to meet Fred Burton, who's known as the savior of the blue iguana. He wants to show me a hidden treasure in the far east end of the island, known as Colliers Wilderness Reserve.
I am so excited for today because I've lived in East End my entire life. I've never heard of the Colliers Wilderness Reserve, so I'm so eager to see what's in store for us. But all I'm gonna say is I better see a blue iguana and I better not get made in plum. But other than that, I'm ready to go. Usually when I go for my afternoon walk, it's on the beautiful beach, but today it's gonna be deep in the bush, so let's just see what happens. There is the man himself, Fred Burton. Hello.
Hi.
How are you? I'm Regan. It's so nice to meet you.
Regan, it's lovely to meet you.
Fred, where are we? Because we are deep in the bush.
Yes, we are. We're a long way from civilization here.
Yeah.
This is the entrance into the Colliers Wilderness Reserve.
Awesome.
Which is a National Trust police property that they manage and protect.
Okay, so how big is the Colliers Wilderness Reserve?
It's about 200 acres.
Oh wow, lots of land. So what can we hope to see when we start walking today?
You're going to see a ridiculous diversity of plants. Every different tree that is native to Cayman is growing here, just about. And birds. So you might see woodpeckers, you might see parrots, who knows what will be down here.
The Colliers Wilderness Reserve is part of the 6% of Cayman's environment that the National Trust protects. These areas are a safe haven for native flora and fauna.
So far this path has been extremely easy to walk, very smooth. Was that one of the intentions?
That's the whole point here. Walk on this in bare feet. So you can bring a toddler down here, you can bring your grandma down here.
Perfect.
You can even bring a wheelchair down here.
Oh wow.
So it's what it does is it makes these places that are true, honest to goodness wildernesses, right? This is a wild place, but you can walk through here. Anybody can walk through here.
You're truly embedded and one with nature when you come to places like this.
It's kind of the point, yeah. You don't have to worry about what you put on your feet. You don't have to worry about how fit you are.
Yeah. Well, before we even started, I asked you, I said, am I going to get made in plum? Am I okay without having jeans?
It's fine.
I love that.
Absolutely fine.
I love that.
Yeah. So there's your red birch tree, Regan.
My favorite.
This is a nice one, yeah?
I heard when I was younger that they're called the tourist tree because they red and peel.
That's right. So this, they're always doing this. They're shedding bark. If you dig down into this a little bit and you peel it off enough, you can find it's a little bit green underneath.
Okay.
So what's happening is there's green photosynthesizing bark. So the tree carries on photosynthesizing without leaves.
Wow.
Through the dry season.
Amazing.
These guys are really, really important for bird food.
Okay.
Because they fruit all through the year, bar maybe 2 or 3 months.
And do the Cayman parrot eat these?
They totally eat these.
Wow.
Yeah. They get the soft stuff off and then they crack the seed inside and then they eat the seeds.
So those birds were saying, get away from my tree, I'm trying to eat here.
Yeah, they're very territorial at this time of year because they're breeding.
So how did the National Trust acquire this property?
Well, it was a long time ago and I was still working with them at that time. We were trying to figure out places to release blue iguanas. We started breeding some from caged animals that were around in people's backyards. And gradually, from practically nothing, we've rebuilt a population of over 1,000 blue iguanas. That
is remarkable. I read that you actually started in your office with the breeding.
It was an exciting time, and it feels almost like we achieved the impossible. It's like when we started, everybody was saying it's too late. You know, this species is on the brink of extinction. You can't just like turn that around. But we couldn't just give up.
No, exactly.
We had to try.
I have absolutely enjoyed my time here today, and I think it's so important that people spend time in nature, especially with Caymanian nature.
I think it helps people sometimes to get away from the noise of the traffic and the roosters and the whole sounds of civilization. Come out to somewhere like this, the only sounds you hear are the sounds of nature. You hear the wind in the trees, you hear the birds tweeting away, and you can walk through here, and it gives your whole body and soul a rest from the craziness of civilization. It's good for your mental health.
Yeah, as a psychology student, you hear all the time about getting the vitamin D, putting yourself in nature, seeing even the color green I read just can help boost your well-being. And I think coming, especially surrounded by all this beautiful plants and nature, it does something good for your soul.
It really does. The whole point really is it's here not just to protect the trees, it's here for people. And there's no reason we can't share this space. You know, we can walk through here peacefully. The birds are singing, the trees are growing, everything is at peace here.
I think a lot of times people in Cayman specifically, they think it's all or nothing. They think it either has to be all animals and plants or all humans. But I think what this is doing, and I think what the National Trust is really showing, is that we can live together and enjoy one another's company respectfully.
That's what we want to try and do, and we need more protected areas and more places to make that work well.
On that note, Mr. Fred, thank you so much for showing me around, and a special shout out to the National Trust, the DoE, and everything that you all are doing for our beautiful Caymanian nature.
Thank you too, Regan.